stuff to work on.
All right, action in New Zealand. The Crusaders and Highlanders go head-to-head for top spot in the Kiwi Conference. Saturday, 5:30 on Fox Sports 2. Dan Carter's got a couple of matches under his belt at just the right time, and we managed to get a few minutes with Dan earlier this week.
Carter to the line, beautiful, subtle little offload. Nandolo from there, you are not going to stop him.
Dan, thanks for joining us on Rugby HQ. After such a long stint out, how have you found your return to Super Rugby?
I've absolutely loved it. It's been a lot of fun so far. I've only played a couple of games, but it's always tough having to sit and watch the guys play throughout the season. But to get the opportunity, I've played a couple of games now, and the body feels good. Just a matter of building some form now.
Well, you'll need to be in form on Saturday, of course, the battle for top spot in New Zealand, and you could lock in a home semi-final. How important is that to the team?
Yeah, it means a lot to us. We've been in the playoffs, the last few years, and we've realised how valuable home playoff games are. And the Highlanders will be, coming to Christchurch this weekend. Trying to keep their season alive, and we'll be doing whatever we can to try and secure a home playoff match. So it's a huge game, for us in front of our home crowd, and one that we're pretty excited about.
Dan, the Highlanders have shown glimpses in the past, but this year they've managed to find some real consistency. What do you think's been the difference for them this season?
I'm not too sure. They love the underdog tag. I guess last year they had a lot of All Blacks moved down to Dunedin to play for them, and then they've obviously disappeared this year, and got a lot of younger guys and I guess non-international players playing for them, and they really thrive on that underdog tag, and they're always overachieving, and they've just got some amazing self-belief and some real attacking weapons that have done the job for them this year. So same old story, good South Island derby, and we're expecting a huge game from them this weekend.
It's incredibly tight in the New Zealand Conference. Have you ever seen it so tight?
No, I haven't. I've been sitting back watching most of the year, and it's just been amazing how close this competition is, especially in the New Zealand Conference. The fact that we're at the last round-robin game this weekend, and every single New Zealand side has got a mathematical chance, some a longer shot than others, to still reach the playoffs is amazing. But it just goes to show that this competition is getting tougher and tougher each year. Yeah,
we're all taking notes of how tight it is in New Zealand. Do you think that is some sort of indicator when it comes test time?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. All the New Zealand teams are really well coached, great squads, and capable of beating any team on their day. And I think with New Zealand Conference being so close, there's a lot of younger guys putting their hand up for test selection. So I'm sure come the All Black time, there'll be a lot of competition, and the guys will be absolutely ready to go.
Yeah, great to catch up with Dan Carter this week. Now, the Highlanders need a bonus point win and make sure that the Crusaders don't get a point to finish on top in New Zealand. No Ben Smith, though, for the Highlanders. That's massive.
It's a big loss. We just know how good a play, particularly in that June Test series against England. You take him out of that series, maybe they lose one of those first two Test matches. But